for the Chow to get the kick, waiting for Yureshi to get around to the backside. A lot of possibilities, but this is the final game of the night. This is going to be a big one in a best of 5. Both teams at match point. Team ACKERMAN going up against Team Simpsons, and after this one, someone is definitely going home, and someone will move on farther into the lower bracket.
Is going to be something that we all expected to happen, or is it something that's out of everybody's expectation? I'm ready to find out. Here we go. Already a little bit of aggression in the early game clear. You can see with the Chow and Lilia. And ACKERMAN, again, they're just going with the same old strategy, which is, and it works every time, which is secure the middle lane priority. And that's been working out for them. We said that they have the lane priority. Here we go. Because look at the lane priority. Even with the lane priority 2 versus 3, they have no problem. Nonetheless, does seem like Julian want to give that up because this guy needs level 3. Before level 3, Julian's not it. But here comes level 3, though.
Yeah, Damien taking a bit of damage here. Gonna maybe be able to get away. A nice stun from Nate, but Tarzan does not want to stop. Fallen, though, is in that bush. A nice escape, a nice play from both teammates. Fallen, though, wants to contest for this. Able to secure that, I'm pretty sure. Promise now, possibly going to get gamed up by Tarzan. Needs to be careful. Tarzan decides to go for the gold crab instead.
Look at both sides. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like with the Diggy, you already saw, like, not having the front line. What would do to you, right? Like, Damian almost survived, and that's because Nate with the interception, with the skill, with the stun, and the landed on Gale's QT. Other than that, I think we might see the first blood coming out. And who is going to be level 4 first? Is Gale's QT going to get that level 4 by taking the mid lane wave? Because we see Lilia already moving to the top side, leaving Gale's QT in mid lane completely by himself. And that's a strategy ACKERMAN frequently find themselves do to get the Chow the advantage. Meanwhile, Diggy is going to be stuck in at the level 3. You can see now Gale's QT just easily swipe through the wave with singular skill and then get that level 4. And Diggy is going to be level 3. That means Team ACKERMAN is going to walk to the first hurdle with 1 ult ahead of their opposition. Here we go.
And with Julian on the boss side, Damien brought very, very low. Nate does get knocked off from Gal's Cutie. Mark Cutie uses the black shoes, though. Hurdle does get reset. Fallen trying to find another position, but Yureshi and Gals are here. Biding enough time for Tarzan to jump back into this. Mark Cutie will go down. Promise picks that up. Down goes Damien next, though. Gal's Cutie able to collect that one. Gets away. On to Fallen. Fallen forced to back off. Bazia comes in, trying to clean things up. Can you get the final shot? Gals Cutie flickers in and picks up the kill. Then a knock up coming from Tarzan. Promise able to just walk away, but wait for Nate. Tarzan still gets the turtle. It's a 2 for 0 trade to the side of ACKERMAN.
The secret rotation from Zia made that turtle happen. That was really, really good, to be honest too. But you can see again, after the first hurdle, the goal differences really come from the kills, to be honest, right? Get beautiful execution from the entire side of ACKERMAN. Speaking of execution top lane.
Yeah, Promise in a bit of trouble here. He's going to need to try to get out of this. Nice way the Dragon, down to about 20%. They will get the finish, and a killing spree goes to Gal's Cutie. All 3 kills have been poured into the tank.
Yeah, I like this strategy from ACKERMAN. Pretty cleared early game rotation. Really, really clean macro. They understand they want to get... Masha's going to have a rough time in lane, so really helped out the lane. Because they know bottom lane, the other side's not going to do much, right? It's just Irithel versus the Claw. The Claw's going to use the Blazing Duet to clear the wave. And speaking of Blazing Duet, here we go again.
A little bit of action. A nice way the Dragon onto Fallen. Fallen gets caught off, and that's 2 deaths for him now on the board. Cold World trying to keep them away. Mark Cutie pops the black shoes, but is still able to get away safely. ACKERMAN taking a lead in this game early on, already at a little over 1,000 gold.
Yeah, this is why I didn't understand about the Diggy that much. It's really not providing any value because of the burst from Julian, right? Because of the engage from Chow. It's just now entire set of Simpsons are pinning on the back foot again, right? All because of the, I think a lot of it because of the Diggy pick. It's really because they can't really do anything, right? They don't have any frontline presence. They can't really take any team fights. And they have a lot of options at a time. They had a Lolita they can take. They had a Franco to counter the Claude. They have many, many options with the Bloody Hound. But they decided to go with the Diggy, and look where it's putting them. Here we go. Mid lane.
A lot of damage. Promise trying to find it. Can he get the finish here? He does. Mark Cutie goes down. Simpsons find another kill on the board. Now they're going to start working on this turtle, but Tarzan doesn't want to give it up for free. Gauss Cutie along with him, but 4 members are the Simpsons are here. A little bit of reverse time and a falling star moon on Tarzan, very low, and Fallen able to pick up that turtle, keeping the gold deficit to a minimum here.
Oh, meanwhile top side, the trade, but nonetheless, I think it's pretty. I think it's actually Team ACKERMAN came off on top, is because they traded the marksman, stopped Arythel from farming. Meanwhile, the bottom side, we're gonna find another KO here pretty easily. I think there's nothing this guy can do anymore. Just pick up across the map and on the key characters. But we gotta give credit to Promise, right? When the entire team's back is against the wall, it's Promise who stand up and carry the team forward. That zoning, the rotation to the other side, you know, in the lane, get the lane prio, get to the other side and start, you know, pushing the enemy jungle away, pushing the Julian away. Just beautiful job from Promise. And I think right now with the performance on Promise, if entire side of Team Simpson want to have a chance, it all comes down to the EXP later.
Yeah, I think him and Cold World has only taken the 1 death. I don't think it's completely game over for him. It's just going to be a long road. Yureshi taking a bit of damage here. Fallen and Promise trying to get it, but that is way too many health bars, way too many health points, and now another one is back. Yureshi really just hanging out in this lane. Now, take us through some of these items, Dave.
Yeah, let's take a look at the items right now. The marksmen are pretty even one more time. Both marksmen have 1 item each, and then let's take a look at the mid lane differences. It's completely even farm as well. Jungle side, you have Karina 37 on Julian 35. Very even match so far, even though total gold lean towards the Team Simpsons, the ACKERMAN for a little bit. But Simpsons, the key characters who needed the farm are getting those farm. And that's something that you really need to worry about, because towards the late game, Diggy's power is going to come off online. Once Diggy get those tanky items, once you cannot kill him in 1 shot, you can get the bush clear, the bush vision control with the skill 1, a little bit of clock control, and obviously the time journey is able to save the team and have the counter play to really allow Arythel, allow Karina to ramp up those damage. So this is a skilled game at this point. Here we go.
He is using the feathered airstrike. Gauss Cutie forced to back off, but Yureshi finds Nate on the backside, starts doing some damage. Cold World finds Yureshi to fall and picks up the turtle. Now Yureshi trying to move on to Nate. Nate does not have the wings, but gets pulled back. Back into the front of this fight, though. We do have a little bit of a clash. Yeah, now moving. Damien, can he find it? Blaze Duet comes out. Damien trying to survive. Yureshi able to get away, but walks into Promise. And Promise, Cold World actually picks up that kill. Promise and Damien able to get away there, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Make that up. 2. Cold World picks it up, takes out Tarzan. Now the playing field is starting to get leveled, but wait a second, Fallen going too deep, gets hit by the way of the dragon, and just when the Simpsons come out in that team fight, they fall out.
Absolutely, I mean, they fall in time and they're able to get a counter kill. Again, one more time, I just want to keep the highlight to Gals. Able to find the counter engages. But nonetheless, Tukovo is such a shining light in darkness right now, right? Like, this marksman's position, he's able to foresee whatever danger is coming towards his way and position correctly, right? He played towards the far side. You saw the last team fight, the detailed positioning. They were killing each other, really, right? When Masha was clearly diving towards the far side, or either one of them, Arythel was there with Diggy to help each other survive, and both of them walked away. And on top of the fact, obviously eventually Masha got the kill, but Arythel was able to turn that table around and got a kill onto Julian, got the kill onto Masha. This guy is just doing phenomenal right now. He understands how to play front to back really well. I mean, it's gonna be a problem to be dealt with, because eventually when you have front to back strategy, you have a Diggy there to help you out, and that's gonna be so scary as we go. Once Arythel finishes items, once Arythel start outscaling the Claude, that's going to be the problem you need to be worried about. And we have only 15 seconds to lord both marksmen. I think at this point, probably with 2 items. You know, if we can take a look at it one more time. Bottom lane, though. It's a little bit of trade on skills. Here comes the Lord.
Nothing too major there. Both teams really feeling this out, but Cold World is going to take that tower in the top side, which can be important for this Lord here, right? Nate using that feathered airstrike, maybe a little bit too early, gonna get pushed off from Yureshi. Gonna take a bit of time until he has that ultimate back, and ACKERMAN know it. Zia starting to work on the Lord right now, but keep our eyes on Cold World. Gonna come in, Yureshi getting chipped down, Tarzan the enhanced chains, and the thunderclap is missed by Yureshi. Simpsons now maybe wanting to strike back. They do have a couple ultimates under their belt. Zia also has that ready to go. Uses the blazing duet. Cold World trying to stop him. Zia forced to run away. Yureshi trying to connect onto Cold World though.
Okay, Masha.
Him down. Get the finish. Yureshi picks it up. Damien now also in trouble. Feathered airstrike comes down. Yureshi taking a bit of damage. Promise also here though, and Fallen still up, so they still have the retry. ACKERMAN does decide to back off. Mark Cutie has fallen. It's a 2-for-1 trade, and no one takes Lord just yet.
Oh my god, it's a play on play on play. You know, you have a Cold World plus Damien running towards their backline. And it might not something you want to do here, but they want to get Zia, and they were so close to it until they forgot about Yureshi, right? The 4-3 Rectum Whiz was being slowly but surely creeping behind them, and then once he caught up, the thunderclap, you know, just, you know, you have, now you have to pay your debt, right? It's overdue, you have to just pay it. Masha comes in, just clean it up. Let's take a look at this next lore fight here. Both teams are set up, it's a 5v5 clash, right?
It's getting pretty low. Fallen not trying to let it reset. I'm wondering if the Simpsons maybe should let it go back, and they do. Now things back to a standstill. Nate using the feathered airstrike to kind of push things back to normal. Promise going to start pushing up on this top lane, and I think that's where the Simpsons have won some of their games, right? The macro, the controlling the waves during these Lord crashes, and Promise needs to be able to do that for his team if he wants to secure a victory here. Now, Cold World very far away, also in the boss side, and I think ACKERMAN are on to this. They know that the Simpsons are down.
Yeah, oh, here we go.
The wrong way though. Fallen now collecting onto Gals. Cold World dives into the midst of things as Yureshi is forced to back off. Gals Cutie trying to recall back to base right now, but Damien knows he's there, hits a reverse time, and is just delaying things even more. This could be the one thing that buys the Simpsons enough time. Promise jumps onto Tarzan, keeping him away, and at this point, Lord should go to the side of the Simpsons. Fallen picks it up, and the Simpsons just need to back off and get ready for this push.
Oh my god. Team Simpson has proven to us they're a team who can see opportunities and they take it, right? Decisively. You see the Chow come in, kick the Farsa, not be connecting to any damage, right? Just, you know, kick the Farsa into the tower. And then, okay, Gals Cutie have no, oh, he's low. And then you have Asmara say, I got Julian, you guys do the Lord. That's exactly what happened. They have the eyes on the prize and they capitalized on it. A beautiful, beautiful job. Nothing short of perfection there in the execution. And now coming into the first mid-tower push. Here we go.
Promise comes in with the Fallen Star Moon, does not connect, but it's enough space. Wait a second, Cold World on it. Tarzan tries to get away, but there is no escape from a sprinting Aerithal right now. The Lord will connect onto this base. Mark Cutie trying to defend, but the towers are falling left and right. Lord goes down, but the Simpsons got what they came for. They opened up the map completely, and next on their line of sight are these inhibitors.
Oh my god, this is history in writing here, to be honest. I mean, every single auto turret has been taken down. I don't know if this is intentional, but it's definitely textbook, right? I mean, it's like the first Lord, Zia! It's gonna be bursted down, and bottom lane we still have the super cannon tower. That means the high ground tower is going down. This is so textbook from Simpson right here. The execution here is flawless. The step-by-step strategic advance, right? You have a Lord, the first Lord coming in, they understand it's not a nuanced Lord. It's not gonna have the supercharge going to your base. So what they did is they took all the outer turrets and then looked for your opportunities. And sure enough, when Zero going in with the blazing duet, now to find anything complete on by himself alone, they seize the opportunity, one-shot Zia, and just take the bottom high ground tower. Now let's look at the gold, the 5,000 gold. Look at the gold on individual characters. Aerithal once again sitting at the peak. 10,000 gold right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 Dactyl item going to the 5th. And you have Claude sitting at 3 items only. So this is an absolute destruction right here. Simpsons is showing a different kind of team that I've never expected to see. This is beautiful to watch, Drex.
I'm honestly starting to wonder, you know, maybe the Claude is not always worth the ban. Maybe the Claude is not as proud as everyone thinks it is, especially when Irithil is still up. The gold lane has just become more and more of a game of rock, paper, scissors, similar to what the EXP lane is, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, able to let them pick that gold lane first. Wait a second, could seal play, but all they do is get some map gain there. Nothing to find, no one to hook in.
Wow, Lord in 10 seconds. Look at the entire set of Simpsons. They're setting up. I mean, you're absolutely right. We talk about this over and over again in our broadcast, which is the gold lane is mainly just a team rely on a position, right? Like any marksman with superior farm, with more ahead farm, you know, it's gonna be a better marksman, you know? Even like, I make fun of Layla all the time. I use this example. Even with Layla, if Layla is 3,000 gold ahead of any of the players on your team, we know what happens, Rex, right? That's just math. You can't even reach her before you shred her entire health bar, and that's the competition in the gold lane. And guess what? Who make that happen? Your entire team. You know, so like this is just again, I think the Damian plus Fallen execution right here, plus Promise. Everyone from Simpson this game, Promise has really stepped out of this game. I've never seen. This is a new Promise that I've seen today. Actually, I've never seen Promise perform like this. It's just build different gaming.
He's here to perform most definitely, but so is ACKERMAN trying to defend this push. The Lord getting melted down very quick. Nate uses the airstrike to open up a bit of space. The Simpsons just want this tower. Promise does use that falling star moon on top of Gauss Cutie. The tower does finally go down. Cold World pops the ultimate. Tarzan goes down. Zia maybe next, able to get back, but the Simpsons continue to rustle in. The base is low. Simpsons trying to... And gentlemen, that is game 5. The odds have been tested. The team has fallen and Simpsons have risen. They will move forward in the lower bracket and ACKERMAN will sadly go home tonight.